Welcome to Archives in Motion, where we aim to stimulate your cerebral cortex about cookouts. Yes, about cookouts. Weekend just passed, and I always was bewildered by this about why when you go to a black cookout or a black function, they always ask you to bring something. And if you don't bring anything, you're looked upon as a pariah. Maybe some of you out there can help me with this, with some comments, some likes, and subscribe as well. I'm just trying to figure out why you're inviting me to a cookout. You're inviting me to eat with you and some other people. Why is it that I have to bring something? I have to bring plates, napkins, or whatever it is. It often bewildered me because I spent 20 years in the military and I've broken bread with many different cultures. I broke bread with Filipinos, Japanese, with Italians, and so on and so forth. And especially in Asian culture, if if they invite you, you're not supposed to bring anything. If you bring anything, it's actually an insult because you're telling the woman, because typically it's the woman that's putting the food together, and in those cultures, that she didn't do a good enough job. And I'm not saying that any culture is better than another culture. It just always bewildered me. If you come through and then if you try to take a plate home, they looking at you like, oh, you didn't even bring anything. Or if you do bring something, somebody overly critiques what you bought. Or like say you bought desserts and you bought patty pies and you bought some store bought cakes and things of that nature, but they scoff at you because it's not it's store bought and not handmade. Now I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm kind of bougie when it comes to store bought birthday cakes like that. I am. I prefer to get them from a smaller shop, or so they tend to taste better. But this past weekend was my daughter's birthday. She turned 7, and we got her cake from Costco, and it was actually pretty good. Everybody liked it. Everybody ate it. Everybody ran through it. Yeah, but once again, it just always bewildering. Now, someone told me once it's because it's it's not about money or anything. It's just about the person not having to do everything, or you showing your appreciation to them, letting you in the house and break bread with them. I still don't get it though. Now I don't mind chipping in money monetarily wise because what happens with that is I I get it then because you got this because I've been in a situation before where someone was like, "Hey, I'm trying to do this grill. I'm trying to grill. I want to grill. If every male puts in $20, that'd be enough to get the meat and everything because meat can get expensive." So and he was right because it was about around about 10 mils that was going to be there, and we all just put in $20. That was $200, including the cook. So 200. No, it was including the cook. It would be $200, and I don't know about the rest of the stuff he had people bring. I know he had drinks and all that there, but I understood that. But I just never understood the distaste, the disdain for someone if they don't bring an item. To almost to the point where we don't want to invite this person again because they didn't bring anything. They just brought themselves and their family over and they ate up all the food and didn't contribute. Whereas, like I just said, in other cultures, they don't expect you to contribute. For example, I don't expect anybody, if you come over my house, you don't have to bring anything. Matter of fact, when it comes to birthday gifts, I tell people, you don't have to buy my children anything. Their grandparents and will get them something. Just bring your presence there. Just you being there is good enough. And maybe I'm just a naive man. Maybe I'm just can't think of the word I'm looking for, but naive is a good word. Maybe I'm just naive and think that hey, it's not a big deal. But to many of us, it truly is a big deal. And why is that? Remember, like, subscribe, and look at the other videos. Cookouts in the black community has just been archived.